Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Heart's Journey Show with Vicki, with me, Vicki Haspels. Each week, I'd like to come on board and talk about tarot, talk about the weekly forecast. We'll do that first up, but also I would like you guys to come on board and join in with me. So if you have, please comment along and join in along with me. Please do that. Hi, Sherry. Hi. But if you want to jump the queue and have a reading with me, you can use a log on that's on the original video, like live forecast, live post, I should say. You can use that log on and you can talk to me online. You can pop your face up here online with me, ask me a question. You can ask me anything. Hi, Steph. How are you? Thanks for joining. So, what I think I might like to talk about tonight is some of the strange things. When I say strange, like things that confirm for me that there is energy outside of our regular everyday life that we experience. And I'll talk about some of my experiences as well as doing some readings for you in the meantime. First of all, I'm going to kick off by doing the weekly forecast. So let's begin. Now, the weekly forecast is for week beginning November 30th, 2020. And as usual, I'm using the Mythic Tarot deck. I'm going to choose 6 cards and I'm going to give you the energy that's influencing us this week. Okay, so this is it. This is to kick off. I'm just choosing 6 cards as we speak. Now, what I'm going to be talking about today, and I'd love you to join in with your comments. Come in for a reading if you want to. You can use the login to jump the queue and be online with me. But also, too, we're going to talk about some of the strange and wonderful experiences that I've had over the years to confirm for me that energy is working in my life or that it's real and so forth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's begin. I'll do the weekly forecast. As I said, for week beginning November 30th, 2020. We will start off with, this is the card that's influencing us, influencing you, influencing me. And we've got the Death card starting off the week. So we are being influenced by the energy around death. And so death in this instance means that we are sort of stuck in a bit of a limbo. So there can be some frustration around I'm getting a sense, though, that while we're in limbo, we're actually quite happy to be sort of sitting there because nothing's really moving forward. And it's in this time of stagnation and it's a time of repair and it's a time of reflection. Nothing really can happen in here because one door has shut and another door is ready to be opened. And you sort of have to bide your time. And that's what the Death card means. It means that you are changing within that space so that you are ready for that when that door opens. And so am I, which is great. So this is the universal, this is the energy that's sort of surging behind us, part of our aura, coming from our guides, coming from our soul, that's moving us forward. And it's about following our passion. So that's really good, actually. So if we are sort of sitting here with death, that right? And the energy of the universe is moving us towards our passion. That means that while we are here, we must be dealing with our fear. We must be dealing with that little voice in our head that says you can't do that, because following our passion is following our heart. It's moving into something that's going to lift us and make us feel so good. So that's the energy for this week, right? So we're getting ready to follow that thing that is most important to us. Now, this is the card that's influencing the challenges and blocks around us. We have the Queen of Wands. Now, I love the Queen of Wands because she is so sassy and she is so straightforward and she'll tell you the truth and she's very motivating, but in a way that she's very practical as well. So she will tell you straight. Her tongue is like fire. Now, because that's sitting in the challenges and blocks section, you are not listening. Oh, I am not, and we are not listening to that sassy part of us. So if we're going to look at it in the context of how it's actually affecting us this week, we can't have, where is she? There she is, sorry. We can't have too much moving forward We can't have too much motivation or energy pushing us forward, simply because it's not going to work while we are in this phase. So that's why there can be a little bit of frustration around, simply because she's not ready yet to step in, but her energy around that in the challenges and blocks section means that you're going to that, and I talked about that before. That's that little voice that says you can't do it, you're not good enough. So this is why we are sitting here, so that we can come to terms with it and learn to manage it and look at it for what it is, a big fat liar. Okay, now how are we going to react? How are we going to respond? This is the card here. So we are going to go within. We are not going to fight it. We're not going to go and do some affirmations or go and positive thinking. None of that. None of that's going to work in this instance. It's about going within. So it's about looking at what your truth is. When you are still in that moment, you can find your own truth, and those external voices, or that lying voice, that critical part of you, won't have a chance. Now, what does the future mean? What are we stepping into? Look at this here. So this card is a card of can be sometimes of deception. Okay, so it's like you have to keep something a secret. In the context of that, we are sitting in this moment here, and we are like coming to terms with that voice that goes, you can't do this, which is the queen, which is the challenge here. We have to go within. Our future, the future influence around us, what the possibilities are around us, is that we won't be able to talk about it. Now we're being moved towards our passion, but it's not. We're going to realize that it's not advisable to talk. So the energy around it is that you're going to not be able to express how you feel, or not want to express how you feel about something, what your new passion is. It's really interesting, isn't it? Because when you want to do something that's really exciting, you just want to tell the world. So all the little things that are happening and influencing this week, that's in that transformation space, it's moving us into a space where we're very wary about how we're going to share. So you might find that some Queen of Wands energy is not only the little voice in our head, the critic, it might be external people around us as well. So we're going to be very cautious about who we share information with. Now, where is the last card? Oh, here it is. So the last card we have for this week. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Is this card here. This is the spiritual meaning of the week. We have the Six of Pentacles. So in other words, what our karmic, the soul part of us, or the karmic part of us, is healing and learning from and moving through and turning into something that is quite helpful, that we are evolving into, is about compassion. Whoop. Can you see that? Sorry, the lighting's not great. So it's about compassion. So our spiritual self is learning about compassion for the self and compassion for the external world. Now, if you are moving into something that is going to be your passion, and you're learning that who you can share that information with, so that you find the people who support you, then in that respect, you're going to having to go within so that you can act on it in a right action way. But then finding compassion, finding people who are compassionate to you, and asking for help. So that's another big factor of the Six of Pentacles, asking for help and allowing that help to come in. So being compassionate to yourself, that's going to be what the whole spiritual meaning around it is. So be mindful that the energy around it, of those critical people, is a critical mind, but you're moving forward. Please be reassured that you're moving forward into your passion. It's just a time of preparation. It's a downtime. The Death card does represent winter time, so it's a time of repair, building up energy again, and ready to move forward. But rest assured, that door is ready to be opened. So that's good. That's the week coming, and that's the influence of the cards that are coming. Now, thanks for joining that with me. Now let's have a look at first of all, I want to explain to you that my studio is my van this week. I'm on the road again, and this today I'm coming to you from Wilson's Promontory, which is on the bottom of Australia. So it's like the southernmost tip of Australia, and it's in the middle of summer, or just on the verge of summer. And on all of my winter woolies because it's so cold here. We're so cold. It said today that it was 13 degrees, but feels like 3 degrees Celsius. So that's so much fun. Now, let's have a look and see who's joined us. And I'll say hello to everybody. Thanks for coming on board. Sherry, Pearl, Shakti. Hi, Kerry. Janine, hi, welcome. Azra, Jamie, hello, welcome. Bonnie, Kerry, and Carlene. I can see some of the usual suspects there. Yes, I'll answer your questions. Now, if you want to, you can come on board and jump the queue. I can see you've got your questions and I will ask you. I will actually answer your questions. Let's start by doing a few questions for people. I can see where you've put it up there. Yeah, Jamie wants a card. Let's pop that one up first. So this is all about interacting with me, asking a question, or you can use the log on to jump on board and jump the queue and talk to me online if you're happy to do that. I'll get back to you guys who said hi to me, but if you've got a question, I love that as well. So can I have a card, please? Yes, we got the world for you, Jamie. So things are wrapping up around you. Expect that the energy is around tying things up, not just tying up the loose ends, but it's like that this part of your life or this life cycle is over and you can actually feel everything winding up and cutting loose and letting go. So this is a very big time for you. It means that there's a new chapter beginning in your life. I just get a sense that you're not quite feeling it, and there's a little bit of a lost sort of floaty feeling. I don't get that you're changing jobs or anything like that, but you certainly feel that you want to like make a change around something and you're not quite sure what it is. Just hang in there, it'll happen. Okay, Bonnie, can I have a reading, please? Absolutely. And I see some of you have got some questions. Let's have a look. I'll do Bonnie first. I'm going to talk about something that's happened to me over the years. I thought about this today and I thought it'd be a really interesting subject and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it as well. So this is for Bonnie. So Bonnie, this is about really getting serious about the direction that you want to head in. There's a lot of flip-flop energy around you at the moment. And this card is, you can use the energy of the Six of Swords to actually get yourself into a straight line, to get your thoughts in order. It's reminding you that that's actually possible. So you can use the Six of Swords energy and you can draw on the energy of the Six of Swords to actually help you move forward with that. So that flip-floppy will stay there, but as I said, the Six of Swords energy is available to you in order to do that. And one more question. Pearl, may I have a message about Mark? Will he try to come back to me? So this is from Pearl. I don't do yes or no, but I'll give you a message about Mark, definitely. So I'll just tune into your heart. So when I do messages about other people or connect to other people, I use their heart energy to connect to that person. Now, if that heart energy is not strong or there's no connection there anymore, then I can't pick up any information. Now, the other part of that is that when I'm reading heart to heart, I'm actually reflecting to my client what they know already, because I can only read them. I can't go to somebody else and read that person, but I can reflect back to this person what they know, and I'll reflect back to them the truth of the matter, because that's their truth, and that's how I'll do this tonight. So Pearl, this is your truth about Mark. Got the Hermit card here. So this is somebody that doesn't let people in very closely, but there's a bit of introspection around this person at the moment, and they're just needing a bit of time out or time to themselves in order to sort something out in their own head. So the question about will they come back to you, well, that all depends because it seems to me that they're needing to make up their mind about something, and they haven't got there quite yet. So he might be trying to decide whether to come back to you and doesn't know. So I want to talk about, just quickly before I go and do some more readings, is that I can remember like the power of words, how strong the power of words are. I'll take this comment down, sorry. And I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on this as well. But once upon a time, back in the 90s, I was working with a group of healers, and we'd go along, and it was like I was only learning about healing, and we would go along to group healing days, and it was registered healers who would come, and it was like a gold coin donation sort of a day, and you go along, and I used to love those days because I'd get on the healing table and I'd be so quiet, and I'd just be drifting off, and I'd get all my messages, and it was just lovely. And I loved those healing days. But what happened was one day, because all the tables are lined up side by side with each other, one day there was somebody beside me who didn't stop talking, and they wouldn't stop talking. And all I wanted to do was just drift off. And in my mind, I'm going, just shut up, just be quiet. I was really angry with this woman. All I kept thinking to myself, just shut up. And the healer said to her after a couple of moments, oh, she said, this blue ring has popped up around your neck, around your throat chakra. Like a blue ring had actually formed around her throat chakra. And I thought, oh my goodness, the power of my thoughts, the power of my words created energy around her throat chakra to shut her down. So it was not anything that was like practice. I didn't even know that could happen. So that proved to me, because it was so random and so out of context, that the power of thoughts and the power of energy is actually a thing. So if you've had any sort of odd experience, I won't say weird, but odd experiences or something. I mean, I've got hundreds of those sorts of stories that have happened to me over the years that continue to show me that there is something other than what I can touch and feel and hear and think about that that is real, because you can't deny those things. Okay, let's go back to some more questions. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda says, good evening. Hi, Rhonda. Now, you've got Shaf. What is this? Is it possible to ask if I'm correct about having a past life as... Oh, Elle, thank you. Curious to see what you think about this connection. It's funny, I was going to talk about past lives tonight as well. Now, when it comes to past lives, I can pull a card for you about it, but your past life is your connection to that life. It is not for me to say yes or no that you had that past life. If you have experienced something, or that you have a connection to it, and when you know that you've had a connection to it, it comes up as a feeling. It is not a little story that runs through your head or something that somebody told you. You actually have something tangible inside of yourself that you can't even talk yourself out of. It is such a strong feeling that Shakti, you wouldn't even be asking me this question if you understood truly that you had a connection to that. So in that instance, I would say, if you say yes, am I correct? Then I would say yes, if you have had that deep feeling to it. If you're not sure, then I would say no, that you either have misread it, or that to meditate a bit deeper on it, to actually connect with that deep feeling. Now, it's not about whether you were this person or that person. It was about releasing the emotion from that past event that is holding you still in this life. So having a look at that, rather than if it was this or this thing, because that's what past life regression does. It disconnects you from an experience and a feeling that is connected to something that is holding you back in this life, that happened in a past life. And once you bring it into the light and bring it forward in this context of this lifetime, you're able to release it and move on from it. And not from the experience, but from the emotion that's attached to it, much like we do with grief in this life. But I will pull a card around that past life for you. And that's exactly what I've just explained to you, Shakti. It's about that experience is now gone and over, and that you are healing from it. So you might not still feel completely back in your body around this past life connection, but it is certainly done and dusted. And she would be representing your angel, giving you some healing and some guidance around it. Okay, let's have a look. Who else have we got here? We've got Steve. Oh, he says hi. Hello. Rhonda has got a question. When will I find somewhere to live? First of all, let's have a look, Rhonda, about what energies are preventing you to finding somewhere to live. I'll tune into your energy first. I get this sense around you, Rhonda, that like you get either promised something or you find something and then it's no, and then it's no, and then it's no. So whether it's stop, start, stop, start, or you're only sort of in different places for a short space of time, that energy is definitely around you when your aura. But let's have a look at what's blocking you or preventing you. We've got this card here. So it's not, I want to say the end, not blocking you, but the energy around you at the moment is super sensitive. So finding somewhere to live has to be somewhere that is supportive and not too harsh, because at the moment you can't do harsh. You can't be somewhere where you're not being nurtured or respected or looked after or really supported. Now you don't have to be babied or that you're not completely helpless. It just means that your sensitivities are extremely open. So being in a place where people are negative or gossipy or even like even a neighborhood that could be loud or doesn't really suit or match your lifestyle, you're not going to find a place while you're in that space. So in that moment, if you're looking for somewhere to live, keep in mind how sensitive and how your feelings are very much on the surface, and look for somewhere that suits you. And that requires a little bit of inward reflection to see actually what you need rather than just taking the first thing when it comes to somewhere to live. So, and please, my heart goes out to you. That super sensitive space is really difficult because you're just picking up on everybody's stuff all the time. It's awful. Okay, let's see who we've got here. We've got Donna saying hello. Hello. We've got here? Wendy. Can I have a card? Yes, you can have a card, Wendy. I'm trying to think of another experience I've had that I can have a chat with you about. Let's see if we've got anyone talking about. Let's see who we got here. Yeah, we'll do some more readings. Okie dokie. So this is for Wendy. Can I have a card, please? Ask me a question. Jump on using the log on if you want to. So Wendy, we've got the Ace of Swords here for you. So let me just tune into your energy. Actually, when you get a little bit of vulnerability around you at the moment as well, you are. When I say vulnerability, like you've come out of it, you've come out of this space of not like difficulty. You've got a real resurgence in yourself, a real confidence in yourself at the moment, and this is being reflected in this card here, where you are. It's like very much like a freshness or a cleanness around you. So you know what direction you want to head in. You've got even if you don't know exactly what direction you want to head in, you've got this real sense of whatever you step into is actually going to work out. And that's because it just feels like you've had something cleaned out of your life or washed out of your life or let go of. And like you're this fresh new person. And so that means, and the Ace of Swords in this instance probably reflects your clarity of thought. So for you, moving into something new, it's very clear, it's very fresh, and you feel really revitalized, like a weight's been lifted off your shoulders and you're ready to move forward. And it doesn't really matter what you actually do, you're going to enjoy it because you're in such a great headspace. Okay, let's see. We've got, oh, Sun, hello. Let's see. Sun, we got anything going on my cards. Hope everything's good with you. Everything's good with me. Just if anyone's come on late, I'm at Wilson's Promontory at the moment, which is at the southernmost end of Australia on the mainland, not Tassie. So, Sun, this is for you. You've got the Sun card here. I wish I had the Sun. It's so cold here at the moment. Okay, let me just tune into that for you. Okay, what I want to say to you, Sonia, is that this card, you've got energy of the Sun around you at the moment. So listening to what other people's goings on are only going to drag you backwards. You really have a lot of, you want to move forward on something that's your own project, that's your own thing, it's around work, whether it's family that are sort of interfering. And I'm talking about like just niggly stuff or little things that you think that need your attention. It doesn't need your attention. The Sun card is actually calling you to the future. It's calling you to something that's going to be very strong and very good for you. So if you're feeling, sorry, as I was going to say, those feelings of guilt around wanting to move forward in your own thing and do your own thing and thinking, I've got to take care of that, I've got to take care of that. Those feelings of guilt around, I've got to do those things. You know that doesn't mean anything. You've got all this energy to move forward in your own thing. So use that energy and be this amazing, wonderful person or this amazing, wonderful thing that you're heading towards and jump into it. It's the energy is right there for you to do it. So you're not going to waste it. But embrace it. Just take it on board. Leave everyone behind. I wanted to say, make it your world, not everybody else's world. You've got this beautiful opportunity there. Take it, jump into it. All right, so where are we up to here? I'll take the Sun's name off here. We've got somebody else. We've got here, Carrie. First time with you, would love a career message, please. Okay, Carrie, would love to do that for you. Now, I'll do this one for Carrie. I'll talk about another instance of energy. I've got the Magician for you. So, Carrie, let me just tune into you. This card, when it comes to career or career change, you're so ready for a change. Now, because this is a major arcana card, this is it reflects an overall feeling rather than anything specific at the moment. But having said that, I really think that this feels like a complete 180 for you. You're not ready to actually step into it just yet, but those feelings that you want to do something completely different or do something that's completely out of your sphere of comfort is on the cards, and you're actually ready to explore it. You're not quite ready to jump ship into something new, but this card represents the fact that you're on the threshold of stepping into that new thing and you're so ready to explore it. So this means that you don't have to give up the old to step into the new. You've actually got time. There's a gap there before, so you can either learn something or explore it or find somebody to mentor you into this new thing. But that new direction or that new way that you want to be is calling you. I can feel it already. I just keep getting the word 180. It's complete change for you. So yes, if you're getting that message or when you're getting that message, it's actually calling you into it. And I want to say to you, Carrie, just because you're feeling it doesn't mean to say you have to do anything about it straight away. Just let it draw you in. Let it show you the way rather than trying to force your way into something or fit yourself into something, because the idea hasn't quite formed yet, but the feeling is there drawing you into something completely different. So Vicky's advice, this is me, not psychic, would be just explore, test little areas that you'd like to learn, step into different things that you've always wanted to try, even if it's only for a couple of weeks, even if it's a short course. Talk to people who you find interesting. Go and try different things that you find interesting, because that's going to lift your vibration to enable you to reach that core part of you that's giving you that message, and it's going to send you on that right direction. That's all part of the journey, right? So have some fun with it. Don't let it torture you too much. It's there, and I can feel it there. But have fun with it rather than trying to make it turn into something for you. Okay, let's see. Who else have we got here? We've got Ritu. Please tell me about my love life. Does Rita love me? What his feelings towards me are? Let's have a look at that. It's funny seeing love, isn't it? Let's see. Does he love me? What is his feelings towards me? I don't get a sense around him that there's actually any sort of even like attention being given towards you in that direction. And I'm just looking at, I'm not going to pull for you as a card about what it is about him that's attracting you, that you would like to have him in your life, because I'm not really getting anyone. And as I said, I talked about this before, when I'm connecting heart to heart, when we're looking at relationships, I won't go into somebody else's energy. I read their energy through your heart. So I'm going to reflect back to you what you already know. So we're going to look at what you know about this person, and we're going to look at the truth about what you know about this person, not what your head is trying to tell you. But when I tune into you and when I look at him through using your eyes, I just get this sense that you are, that he's not looking in your direction, and he's not really looking anywhere at the moment. He's sort of has got his own thing happening. So we'll pull this card for you, and I see that somebody has popped on board. Carlene has popped on board to talk with me, and we'll talk to her in a minute. Hi, Carlene, I won't be long. So this is for you. We're talking about what it is that you want about, that you like about him. Now, I love this card for relationships for you. This means that the energy of what you see for him, you see him as a twin flame or a twin soul. And so when you look at him, it's going to complete you. It's going to change your life. So when you look at him and you want to have him in your life, and the energy that he brings to you, that he sparks inside of you, is that you want a new life or you want to change your direction. So having him in your life is going to change everything for you. And that's what this card represents here. So when you look at him, you actually want to change your life. But when I tune into his energy through you, I'm not getting that his direction is heading towards you. So Vicki the person, not Vicki the psychic, looking at this card here, would say to you that if you're looking for a change or sparking in your life, you're not going to find it in a relationship. It's about finding it within yourself. Now, because it's about the swords, it's about how you tell yourself and what you think about your life at the moment. If you would like this person to be in your life, or like anyone to be in love with you and for you to be in love with them, begin to look at how you think about yourself and how you think about relationships, because those swords represent our thoughts and our perception of the world around us. And that's what I would say to you. Now, I have somebody who's taken the plunge and jumped on board with me. So, Carlene, I'm going to bring you on board. And I'll just undo your, let's have a look here. You just unmute you. Oh, there we are. Hello, welcome aboard. Oh, I still have you muted. I don't know why. Hang on a tick. Hello, welcome. Thanks for taking the plunge.
Thank you. It's my first time. I've never done this before.
I love talking to people. I love having people on board. And normally I would have people interviewing, but I've just been, because I've been traveling and been a bit slack and so forth, I thought I'm just going to ask people to come on board and I'll do a reading for you. So first, Carlene, do you have a question for me? It can be a reading question, or it can be a spiritual question, it can be anything you like.
Just guidance over the next few months, if possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a look over the next. Let's have a look at first of all. I'm going to pull 2 cards for you because I'm going to do 2 months, right? So we're looking at December and January, and we're going to look at what energies are affecting you over December. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So I'm just going to tune into your energy as we look at the Queen, as I'm tuning into her. And she's very strong. She's very, so for you, for December, you're going to look at establishing yourself where, like either in a job or something to do with money or home. So it has to be about the tangible things. It's going to be very important for you to draw those things in together. If you're being distracted, or when you're being distracted by something else other than making your physical life comfortable and making it strong, you're going to feel your life out of balance. So when your life is out of balance, the Queen is reminding you and pulling you back in and saying, hey, it's about this time about home, it's about job, it's about how I'm establishing myself and how I am in the here and now in this lifetime. So it's about sorting out your immediate surroundings and your physical self. Now that's December.
Yeah.
So that means eat well, make some money wherever you can make some money, or wherever, saving money. But she's really good at making money. So if there's a new job coming up for you, that'll be spot on, right? Because it's going to make a nice nest egg there for you. So let's have a look at January. What energy is around January for you? Oh, we got the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords. Now he's not. This is the beauty of the tarot, right? Because the meanings can change over time. Whenever the Seven of Swords has popped up twice now tonight, and the first word that keeps popping in my head is liar. Now, I'm not saying that you're a liar. All I'm saying is that it's about being mindful about who you share your ideas with. So expect January to be like a bit of sorting out in your life about who you want to trust, who you are trusting and who you're not trusting. And it's about, like, you're going to be really probably, and your friends might think, oh, Carlene's being a little bit quiet this month. I hope everything's okay. But that's simply because you're listening rather than speaking, because there's something that's not quite right. And there'll be one or two people around you that you'll be moving on simply because you'll be able to hear that they are not supportive of you and not really working in your direction. So I like the idea about you getting a new job, though. That was a really big thing that jumped out. Are you looking for something new at the moment?
I just got a new role actually at work, and I start in January, so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, is it making more money for you? Yes.
No, but I'd like.
She will.
That would be good.
Well, I would say that, like, in December, before this new job starts, is looking around how you can make your life more secure. Like, use the Queen of Pentacles energy to make life more secure. Look at, maybe, like, this is coming from Vicki, not psychic, by the way. Look at what money that you're spending. Look at how you're, where you can cut back and trim off and all that sort of thing. The Queen of Pentacles energy is really good for those practical sort of things. But I just get this sense that you're making life at home more secure and more stable, and that's going to suit you. And as I said, there'll be some times where your energy is going to be flitting off here, there, and everywhere. If you feel discomfort in December, it's because you're not giving attention to your body and to your home life and how you're making yourself feeling safe.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you for joining me. Anyone who wants to jump on, just use that log on. I'll say goodbye. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so you can jump on board. Anybody can jump on board. Now, who we got here? Now, we've got, sometimes if you've popped in on my group, I would love a reading, please. I can't see who you are. See how that pops up as Facebook user? You have to give StreamYard permission for me. Okay. Oh, now Janine says, I would love a reading on my health, please, and thank you. Let's have a look. So I just dropped a card then. I didn't. I was going to tell another story, wasn't I? Let's have a look at the time. I've got heaps of time there. So now, Janine, I would love a reading on my health. So we're going to have a look at you energetically. Diagnosing or making predictions around somebody's health is really not a strong thing to do, simply because I could misinterpret something because I'm using my language. I can reflect my language back to you, and that may cause some distress because I might slip up and use a word in the wrong context. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the energy that's affecting you in your body. Now, first of all, I'm going to just tune into you energetically, to your body and to your health, and just see what you're drawing towards me, and then I'll pull a card for you, okay? So whenever I'm doing a health reading for somebody, I like to tune into their body because they will show me within themselves, within their aura and within their the auric field of their body, what is actually in distress. Let me have a look. So all I'm getting around you, Janine, is like it's this big circle that's flowing around your hips. Hey, Rach, I'll get to you. Nice to see you. So this is for you, Janine. You've got this circle that's around your hips. It's almost like Saturn's rings around your hips. So there's a lot of energy that is affecting anything that relates to your sacral chakra. However, it is so general at the moment because the ring, the energy itself, as I said, is like this big ring that's very far away with your body. So you're not getting a lot of information about within yourself. You can feel generally something's not okay, but nothing specific is coming forward for you. So this is an opportunity for you at the moment to do something around the sacral chakra energy. So we're looking at, let me just look. I was going to say something to do with eating, but more so, oh, it's gone. It's gone. Sorry, something popped in and then it went away again. Just bear with me. It's not eating. Okay, want to go with that. Okay. All I'm getting is that because it's the sacral chakra, I just keep getting orange, okay? Because that's the color of the sacral chakra. Nothing specific is coming through as the saying, oh, you know, as in that your body or your energy is telling me this, that, or the other. All it's showing me is orange. So we're looking at your self-esteem, sorry, your self-worth, and we're looking at, especially up around like nurturing and womb area, or like hip area, but I want to go more the womb. When I'm doing healings on people and I'm being directed to the sacral chakra, more often than not, it'll be past childhood issues are packed away in the sacral chakra area. They often show themselves to me as a little suitcase that when they open up, it'll be little childhood issues. So in that respect, your energy is out of balance simply because anything to do with your sacral chakra at the moment is making you feel out of balance or out of whack. And it's very nondescript messages that are coming through. Wear orange or find an orange crystal, anything to do with orange, to bring yourself back into balance. Now, it's not about healing you or making you better. It might. Miracles happen, right? But if you bring that energy into you, it will raise your vibration so that you can meet the correct health professional, or you will work out or knock the nail on the head exactly what is happening. You're raising the vibration of the issue to bring it to the surface so that it can be managed and dealt with and eventually healed if possible. Pull one card quickly for you for your health, and we've got the Hermit. And so that to me is like, no matter what you say and what you do and talk about when it comes to your health, nobody's getting it. I get that same sense. It's like you can't actually, it's very nondescript. Using things that say anything orange, it could be oranges, it could be an orange scarf, an orange crystal like carnelian, anything like that, to lift that sacral chakra vibration is going to bring the information forward, so then you can move forward on it as well. And I'll leave that with you. Let's bring Rach on board. So let's see. What have we got here? Your guest will need to connect their mic and their cam before you can add them to the stream. So Rachel, I can see you there, but I don't have your camera or your microphone connected at the moment. So if you can hear me, Rachel has decided to use the log on and jump on board so that we can talk to each other online. Oh, here she is. Here she is.
That's my picture.
Oh, your picture. Lovely. Thanks, Rach. Now, Rachel, you have a question for me. Is that right?
Yeah, well, there's the normal couple that I think I always ask. It's always like between business and between love life.
And love life. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I just lost you then. Sorry. I tried to move the camera around so you could see me too. Okay. So what was the first one again? Oh, career. Okay. Yeah.
Because I've just started a new thing, and
have you?
Oh, I feel really good about it. But
yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look that there. So this is, so when it comes to career, even though that looks like a bit, oh my God, you're fighting everything. No, that means that all the things that you've been battling are being dealt with now, right? So if you've had lots of little things that have been niggling at you, like as they say, putting campfires out, that's now being dealt with. So when it comes to your career or the path that you're heading on, that means all the battles that you've been fighting or battling are now you're going to be able to overcome. And so does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
So it's a good direction to be heading in. It's giving you motivation. So all that you can draw all of your energy to instead of having 5 things to battle, bring all your energy in so you can move in that same direction. Because that's what you need. I think that you're lacking energy at the moment because you're too
scattered.
Sorry, yeah, too scattered. That's it. So bring that energy back in, and that's what this is going to do, giving you more focus. And let's see, love life. Look at this card.
Ooh.
Now, she's very one sexy lady, right? So Queen of Cups. When it comes to your love life, it is really all about how you influence the people around you. She's the influencer. So she has it all. When it comes to your love life, you can't be that person who is the nurturer. Sorry, I shouldn't tell you what you can and you can't do. Apologize about that. Working with like being the nurturer, working with energy who is the intellectual equal, working with the one that is where you're the motivator and constantly having to motivate all the time. That energy does not work with you. When it comes to your love life, you must if you work best when you are influencing and using your femininity or and it's not that you have to be girly, you know what I mean. But I'm talking about the feminine part of you or the female part of you to influence the softness, the emotional intelligence that you have. So relationships for you at the moment are going to bring you into that energy. So I think that all those other parts of you that I've explained to you, I believe that you've actually already explored all those parts. You've already done that, where you've been the nurturer, where you've been the motivator, and where you've been you've sort of found somebody that's your intellectual equal, and that hasn't actually satisfied you, and you're rounding yourself out at the moment.
Yeah.
Can I just say, it's really all about sex, right? I'm just going to say it out loud. Sorry, I don't mean to be so blunt. I just can't.
No, I've started seeing somebody, but the distance is it's quite weird, quite a drive. But he's everything that the past people have never been. He's switched on, he's motivated, does his own thing, and he doesn't kind of need someone to look after them, if you like. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's all gone. Exactly. So you get to enjoy yourself now. You get to enjoy all the physical pleasures. Sorry about that. I hate being so blunt. I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed. But that's it. So yeah, there you go. So she's around you, right? So just enjoy it.
Okay.
It's very nice. It's very nurturing and it's very feminine. So you get to get that girly part of you. Anyway. So anyone, I probably won't talk about your sex life, but if anyone else wants to jump on and use the log on to jump on board and have a chat with me, I'd love to talk to you. Anyway, thanks, Rach.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Oh, that was funny. All right, who else have we got here? Oh, let's see. Oh, it's 11 p.m. New Zealand time. Sorry, Trees. I hope I get to you. Pick me. Well, I hope you're still with me. Okay, how are we going for time? Good, we've got 10 minutes left. Anyone else wants to jump on board, please do. Oh, we've got this one again. Look at this. This is for you, Trees. We've got the Knight of Swords. So let me just tune into the energy for you. Sorry, that last reading's still tickling my fancy. All right, let me just tune into you for this one. I'm just gonna let that other energy go. Here we are, we're back. Trees. Oh, this is really, again, the Knight of Swords is really all about sudden changes and quick, like lightning, like Mercury, quick fire. So for you, trees, I think your head's spinning a little bit at the moment. Lots of things are happening around you, and it's really because it is because it's swords. It is a head thing. You're uh, trying to catch and trying to catch thoughts or trying to pin something down. The minute you pin something down, it seems to go away again. So it's just a little bit all over the shop for you. I'm going to pull another card to go with that because we've had that a second time. Oh, we've got the King of Cups. So, okay. Because your mind and your thoughts are going boom, and you can't really land on anything at the moment, and it's really disconcerting. It's about finding someone that you can talk to help you sort through that. And that's what the King of Cups energy is around you, which means that there's someone available to you now. It could be a counselor, it could be a mentor, it could be a friend, it could be a family member. Somebody is around you that you can actually access to help you sort through that thought process. I would just say to you that you can't, don't give yourself a hard time because you can't actually get a grasp on something. There is someone around you to help you work through that. You're not alone at the moment. You've got help out there. So access it, ask for it, and you'll start to notice it. Alrighty, let's see. Hi, Marg. Welcome aboard. We've talked to Marg before. Will I ever find love? Now, that's a yes/no question. And as regular viewers know, we don't do yes/no questions, but I will pull a card around love for you, Marg. Because it's the thing with that, with using the tarot and doing readings, there's never really an absolute. However, having said that, we used to play a game once upon a time, the yes/no game, but that's a thing for another time. Let's see. Now, what I'm going to do for you, Mark, is I'm going to pull a card around love for you. Let's see what energy you are not experiencing your aura, but you are emanating within your aura when it comes to love. So, she's very mysterious, right? So when it comes to, I want to say mysterious in that when it comes to love for you, you're not going to, when you meet somebody or, and this is how you are at the moment. If you met somebody at the moment or wanted to meet somebody at the moment, you're not quite ready to share all of you. And that's not a bad thing, right? You're actually very particular about who you want to share time with and what you want to actually share. So I would be embracing the energy of the High Priestess here rather than I'm thinking, oh, I've got to be more open, or, I can't really talk to people at the moment. I would be embracing her and celebrating the fact that you are discerning and that you are not going to just be in love with anybody. Anybody can be with, and anyone can just find anybody, but you are being discerning. So this person must match your spiritual energy, and that means that at the moment you are in a very sort of high psychic vibe. You are picking up lots of information around people, and what's that saying? If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And that's what the High Priestess energy is all about. You are absolutely reading people correctly. You're just not realizing that that's what's happening. And I have a feeling that you're giving yourself a hard time because it feels like you can't meet somebody. No, that's not it. It's more so you are now being discerning about who you're going to let in. And it's worth the wait. It absolutely is. Okay, so thank you for joining in. Let's see. We got, Angela. Okay. My first time here would love a reading. How do I step forward and step into the next phase of my life? Let's see, Angela. Now, I want to tune into you particular, first of all, before I pull a card. I'm going for time. I've got to wind up, but this is for you, Angela. So you're leaving behind like the childhood part of who you are, like that teenagery sort of fun, that 20s sort of vibe. You might be in your 50s, I don't know, but that's you've got that vibe around you that you're leaving behind. And it is a fun element, or it feels like you're leaving the fun behind, but you're not really. You're taking the fun with you. You're just turning into something else. Ooh, second time that the Five of Wands has turned up. So let's see, step into this phase of my life. When I talk about that, you're leaving behind that fun part, that you're leaving, like you're walking away from, and what you're doing at the moment is you're cutting ties with those things that drag you down. We talked with Rachel before about this energy. The Five of Wands energy is where your energy is scattered all over the place and you're putting out campfires. So you're actually tying up loose ends, you're pulling your energy back in, and you're deciding for yourself that you're making, because you're pulling your energy in and using it just for you rather than scattering it everywhere like we would do in our 20s. When you have that, you have enough energy to propel yourself forward and to make discerning decisions for yourself. And that's what the Five of Wands energy is around. So don't expect that all the answers are going to turn up at once. But if you see an issue that you can't resolve anymore, pull your energy back in, because it's not for you to do, and the energy is now for you. You're not going to be scattered anymore, so that you can actually find your own direction, use your own energy, and it'll all begin to start making sense for you. Now, I do see, thanks angels, thanks for joining in. I do see that my time is up. I've got 4 minutes left to go. Oh, I pulled up somebody else's. I must have to do Anne just quickly. Do I stay in the rental place? Extended past the 9th of January. Let's have a look around that. No, let's see, rental place that you're in. I'll just do one quickly because I didn't mean to do that. Oh, extension there. That he talks about an extension, so that he's very slow and steady. He's very stable, so I would have to say it'll be extended. It'll be good. All right. So where are we? I'm gonna wind up now. So thanks guys for joining me. Next week I do have a guest, Leonie. She's going to talk to me. We don't know what we're talking about just yet. We'll be having chats. We'll be doing readings. So we'll be chatting to you. And again, I'll put the log on up there if you want to come on board and talk to me live. Or you can put, like Rachel did, just put your picture up if you don't want your actual face up there. But you can talk to me through the mic. That's not a problem. Rach is, she lives overseas. So, yeah, it's energy and distance doesn't matter. I love, I'm going to try, if I can, tomorrow to do some readings on my Facebook page, Vicki Haspels. I'll share it also in my group as well. If you're part of my Expo group, come and do. I haven't done live readings for a while because I've been so busy with everything and life happening at the moment. And this time I've got lots of exciting new things coming up. And so I invite you to come and do some, like we did here, do some live readings on my Facebook page. It'll just be for half an hour. All you need to do is come on and say hi. If you want to, I'll do the log on thing again. But it's been a lot of fun. So thank you so much. Love to you all. And see you same bat time, same bat channel, right here on Sunday night at 8:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Goodbye.